Hello, everyone.
Hello, Master.
How can we receive the most sincere care and protection from the compassionate Guanyin Bodhisattva? Actually, let me share a bit. My experience is that sincerity brings miracles. Therefore, I remind you, only with deep reverence and sincerity during chanting can you connect with the Buddhas, especially Guanyin Bodhisattva, and convey your heart's wishes. She understands all your needs. If you are not a person of great sins, she might bless you with fortune. For example, finding a good job.
Finding a good match.
Right. Also for having a baby. Some couples long for a child but aren't blessed with one. If they seek help from the Bodhisattvas, they might get one.
Also, those praying for health.
Yes, praying for health. Also, longevity.
Don't forget wisdom and peace. There are many things you can wish for. Wealth, too.
Yes, praying for peace is most important.
Many pray for career development. Guanyin Bodhisattva responds to those in suffering. Every request for help will be fulfilled.
Yes, so sincerity is key. Please remember this sentence. Today, too, your sincerity matters. If you have a message, please follow our live stream rules. Don't spam, okay? Don't post random things. I think this only disturbs people. It's not good. Some people post things online with bad intentions. This is not good. Not only will you not receive blessings, but you may encounter negative issues. So, you cannot lie or be deceitful before the gods. Juezhen, we have some gifts today, right?
Yes.
What are we giving?
A treasure bowl, right? And a Guanyin Bodhisattva amulet for protection. The treasure bowl can safeguard our whole family. The amulet protects its wearer.
About my treasure bowls. I decide to make them gifts because I received a divine message yesterday. I'm not sure about this. I searched everywhere, going through everything to find them. In fact, I've bought and collected some before. Some are produced in the West, America, Italy, France. There are also some old ones from China, and pieces from Japan and Korea. It's like a collection, a mini United Nations in a jar. But I believe we've given them a beautiful expectation. We hope that these bowls can help you gather wealth. It'll be like gaining a golden spirit. That brings you wealth and blessings. There will be a lucky draw at the end of today's lesson.
That's fantastic.
So everyone should wait patiently. We also have amulets of Guanyin Bodhisattva. They're extremely beautiful. This is considered jade. Actually, it is chalcedony. Chalcedony is the highest grade among agates.
It's delicate and crystal clear.
When worn, some find it more beautiful than jade.
I think so too.
It has a translucent, glowing effect.
Gentle and smooth. So good.
Once you wear it, you won't take it off.
Master, we're having a lesson. On the birthday of the compassionate Guanyin Bodhisattva.
Right, while prostrating to Guanyin Bodhisattva this morning. I also felt a sense of happiness.
I think I'll be happy throughout the day. I really think so.
As we celebrate Guanyin Bodhisattva's auspicious birthday today, Everything we feel is incredibly blissful and beautiful. Today, our followers, I believe it's through the Bodhisattva's compassionate light that wishes come true.
Yes, received.
Everyone can now fulfill a wish. Each person can have one wish granted. Of course, that's what I hope for.
Sincerity brings miracles.
Indeed, genuine sincerity. When the Buddhas feel it, they will fulfill your wish. When the thought from the divine reaches you, you will be blessed. You'll get that wonderful wish you hoped for. Now, let's talk history. In Tokyo, Japan, there was a temple called Sensoji. It's quite old, about 1,400 years old. The story we're telling happened about 100 years ago. A truly magical story.
A story where sincerity brings miracles.
So let's tell this story. It begins with a monumental event. This significant event took place in Japan's Kanto region. The Kanto region is home to Tokyo, Japan's capital. It's also home to a major trade center. Yokohama is situated here too. The famous Mount Fuji is also in the Kanto region. Historically, it's been Japan's crucial economic and cultural hub. However, on September 1, 1923, the Kanto region experienced a massive 7.9 magnitude earthquake. This earthquake triggered a devastating fire and a 10-meter high tsunami. Though it's been over 100 years, it remains one of the most impactful natural disasters in Japan's history.
It's hard to find an earthquake with a magnitude higher than 7.9. It's almost the highest possible.
Practically an 8-magnitude quake. It was earth-shaking.
Yes, there were also tsunamis, typhoons, and fires. All elements of disaster were at play.
During the day, everyone would use fire to cook. Many Japanese houses were wooden.
Houses were made using wood back then.
Many Japanese people cook on charcoal stoves. At night, they lay out tatami mats and sleep on them. The surroundings were all wooden boards, with all the blankets and clothes, and everything made of wood. Having a charcoal stove is dangerous when an earthquake hits.
When the earthquake struck, it was right at noon. Everyone was cooking. People were using charcoal stoves. When the earthquake happened, these stoves all fell over. The wooden houses caught fire quickly, which was terrifying.
It turned into a sea of flames. The strong wind didn't help.
Yes, with the strong wind, it spread rapidly. This disaster actually resulted in over 100,000 deaths. And the loss included about 440,000 buildings.
Yes.
Right, 440,000 buildings.
How many families were displaced?
Tokyo was ruined. I mean, Tokyo was really devastated.
Indeed, it turned into a wasteland, completely flattened.
Yes, and that year, the economic loss was $1 billion. That year it accounted for 1/3 of Japan's GDP. A loss of 1/3 of the gross domestic product.
It was all destroyed in just 3 days.
That was $1 billion 100 years ago. Today, the numbers will be higher.
Right.
Billions, maybe trillions.
Yes.
At that time, $1 could probably buy a large bedboard. Yes, that's how it is.
It's very serious, and these losses were mostly caused by fierce fire. It burned down many houses, resulting in many people becoming homeless. People ran to the streets because their houses were on fire. They were going to somewhere safe.
Some jumped into the river.
Many people drowned because of that.
If you were wearing a lot of clothes, the rivers might have wood pieces or even bodies. It's not clean like a swimming pool.
It's dangerous.
People were panicking. When things become chaotic, it's not as safe as usual.
Right.
Could they escape to open spaces? Nowadays during evacuations, we go to open spaces, right?
Many people thought so at that time. They couldn't stay at home. They ran to a square or park to take shelter. They thought it was safe, but that wasn't the case.
Why is that?
There's a rather famous case. Back then, there was a large textile factory in Tokyo. Yes, a factory producing quilts and garments. And in front of this factory, there was a large square. Many people ran there to hide. About 38,000 people gathered there. They crowded over there thinking it would be safe. But the fire was raging too fiercely. As a result, the flames spread and encircled them within. The fire surrounded them. Moreover, because the fire was so intense, so the temperature was high. As we know, hot air rises. This caused a phenomenon known as a fire whirl.
A whirlwind?
Yes, it's somewhat like a tornado we know, but it's a fire whirl.
The whirl emerged on that open ground and spiraled upwards.
How does it work? Because the hot air rises. And then accompanied by strong winds at the time. These hot air currents started to rotate, forming a spinning column of fire. It tragically burned these people alive inside.
Oh my, it was devastating.
At that time, there were a few survivors. Only a few hundred. Out of 38,000 people, only a few hundred survived. When people recalled that event, they were deeply saddened. People were swept away like leaves in the wind. As metal and stones crashed from the sky, flames surged and heat waves struck relentlessly. People lay flat, feeling countless bodies and debris violently colliding into them. The storm raged for 2 whole hours. When it stopped, people found themselves covered in blood. The surroundings were already filled with charred corpses.
Some were swept into the sky, then falling back down. There might be a stampede. Blood flowed like rivers.
This is how they described the scene at that time, as if it was hell.
It was truly a fiery hell.
A fiery hell. Some people, instead of heading to the square, thought of going to banks. Because of the fire prevention measures, right?
Yes.
They thought of the fire walls. So many people rushed to a large bank for refuge. They rushed inside, thinking the fire couldn't penetrate. But it was too hot, and they were steamed to death inside.
Oh, it's so pitiful.
They didn't expect the fire could be so intense. If it was just a small, ordinary fire, the firewall should be able to keep them safe.
It's to keep the money safe from fire. If temperature is too high, like the massive fire in Los Angeles, where temperatures reach 1,000 degrees, then it's no use.
Anyone inside becomes like steamed meat.
It's so tragic.
Right, so that shelter, when surrounded by flames, didn't even have air inside. It couldn't protect anyone.
Moreover, the fire burned for 3 whole days and nights. It truly became a living hell.
Indeed.
Besides the 2 cases just mentioned, some took refuge in the Sensoji Temple. The temple was relatively open, wasn't it? At that time, it was Tokyo's oldest temple. However, the area known as Asakusa was also severely burned. Some ponds had even dried up. All the fish had died. And the nearby buildings, including the now famous shopping street, located just outside of the temple, were reduced to ashes. Surprisingly, inside the temple, a building remained intact.
What was it?
It was a Guanyin Hall.
It's actually the main hall of Sensoji Temple.
Yes, this Guanyin Hall was quite extraordinary. Back then, everything was wooden. Most people's wooden houses were burned to ashes.
Right.
The area around Asakusa was burning, too, but somehow this Guanyin Hall didn't catch fire.
Was it because the wind changed direction or something else?
It's hard to say. Look, everything nearby had been burned. But at that time, there were 30,000 people taking refuge inside Sensoji Temple. Everyone was sincerely, earnestly praying to Guanyin Bodhisattva. There were no strange thoughts, just prayers to survive with reverence and sincerity. All 30,000 people survived.
It was because everyone was united, chanting the name of Guanyin Bodhisattva. The fire didn't spread over, and indeed,
the whole Guanyin Hall was not burned. And so, inside the temple, all 30,000 people survived. Everyone felt it was truly a miracle.
People were expressing their gratitude toward Guanyin Bodhisattva. At that time, the Red Cross Society of China went to Japan for rescue. And some records were kept. The ponds had dried up, the fish had died. The trees were burning. Only the Guanyin Hall of the Sensoji Temple remained intact. Not even a spark landed on it. No way. Because all 30,000 people chanted together. They were chanting the holy name of Guanyin Bodhisattva.
Sincerity leads to miracles. This is the theme of today's topic.
Right.
What a sacred temple.
Really. You see, other places were reduced to ashes. Look at how fierce the fire was.
A wooden hall, unscathed, amazing.
Guanyin Bodhisattva showed her blessings.
Yes, thanks to everyone's sincerity.
How many people were chanting then?
30,000 people inside, young and old.
These 30,000 people escaped unharmed.
Truly a historical miracle, Master.
What an auspicious blessing. Yes, it's so miraculous, indeed.
Think of this as a blessing amidst a tragedy. Let's talk about Sensoji Temple and the Guanyin Bodhisattva at that time. To introduce Sensoji Temple, we must go back 1,400 years. That was year 628. For those familiar with Chinese history, it was the Tang dynasty, the second year of Emperor Taizong's reign. After his accession, he ushered in the glory of the Tang dynasty. Buddhism was widely propagated. Now, returning to Japan, in the same year, 628, a remarkable event took place. In the Tokyo region, there were two brothers. They made their living by fishing. On March 18, 628, which is today, the two brothers were fishing in the river. When they pulled in their net, they caught something shiny, and it's not a fish. Looking closer, it turned out to be a golden statue of Guanyin Bodhisattva. The two brothers were very respectful. They decided not to bring the statue back, but let it sink back into the river. Then they went back to fishing. The second catch came up, and the statue surfaced again. They released it back into the water. The third time, once more, the statue appeared each time. The brothers thought that must be a message from Guanyin Bodhisattva. So, they decided to bring the statue of Guanyin Bodhisattva home. Then, they returned home. With the utmost reverence, they enshrined the statue, which was actually quite small, just 5.5 centimeters. Master, it's tiny.
Yes.
They hurried back to the village and built a rather simple temple overnight to enshrine the statue. On this day, March 18, 628, marked the founding day of Tokyo's Sensoji Temple. Thus, Sensoji Temple was established. Over the following 1,400 years, the temple gradually expanded. Pilgrims arrived in an endless stream, and up to the present, it has become the oldest temple in Tokyo. It is renowned for its magnificent architecture, its long history, and traditional artistic features. The Guanyin Bodhisattva is said to be really effective. Also, the oracle lots are exceptionally accurate. It's almost the most effective place in Japan to draw lots. Thus, every year, visitors continuously visit the temple to pay respects, to make offerings, and to explore. Every year, 30 to 40 million visitors are expected. On the day the two brothers caught the Guanyin Bodhisattva statue, they saw an auspicious golden dragon swirling in the sky. Then it descended, landing at the location of the temple. This indicated the location for building the temple. Therefore, the formal name of Asakusa is actually Kinryuzen Sensoji.
This is the origin of the temple. This is why its protection is so powerful.
Yes, let me share with you about this 5.5 centimeters statue. It settled right here, to protect this land, and to guard its people. 17 years later, a monk named Shokai Shonin passed by. One day, he had a dream. He received a message from Guanyin Bodhisattva. It was told to him that the statue should be placed deep within the secret hall for worship.
What is meant by secret hall?
I want to ask about this, too. It means it is not easily accessible to the public. One can only see it on very special occasions. It said you can see it only once every 33 years. I'm not sure. This has become a tradition. Other temples followed this practice. The statue in the Kaya-Mizudera in Kyoto is a hidden Guanyin Bodhisattva statue. It seems you can see it only once in over 30 years. Not everyone gets to see it. Based on how long we live, it's hard to see it more than 3 times. When people request for some offering rituals, there's a replica for this purpose. It's for the purpose of offerings and worshipping. Therefore, at Sensoji Temple, the main statue people make offering to is the Guanyin Bodhisattva statue. There's also the statue of the secret Guanyin. Master, please tell us more about the significance of this.
Sure. Within Buddhism, it's divided into 2 main parts. This practice started in the later stages of Buddhism. In the beginning, when the Buddha first imparted his teachings, he guided his disciples by telling them that to attain Buddhahood, they must enter a state of emptiness. This concept explains that thoughts arise because people have needs. For example, men thinking of making money, and women thinking of buying fabric or groceries to make clothes for herself or her children. Everyone focuses on their own needs. In Buddhism, it's believed that as soon as a human has a thought, greed arises. Of course, many thoughts people have are necessary for life. This is perfectly fine. When it comes to thoughts, there are those that are necessary, and those that arise out of excessive desire. In other words, greed. In our minds, there's no warning bell that rings to warn us of our excessive desires, right?
Not at all.
Take your salary, for example. $2,000 is actually enough to support your life. But you see others driving expensive cars on the street. You hear about people living in million-dollar homes. You think your house costs only $20,000. In comparison, you feel compelled to strive further. As a result, you don't rest on Sundays. You get 2 jobs. You study for some certifications. You want to earn more money, right? We often say, when a thought arises, desire follows. That's how it is. But there's nothing to alert you about your greed. Practicing Buddhism involves calming yourself down, then recognizing what emerges in your mind. Like, when your thoughts arise, are they thoughts of excessive desires? That's how it is. This is the Hinayana Buddhism. This Hinayana Buddhism is actually very important. Buddha himself practiced like this to achieve enlightenment. In the era of Mahayana Buddhism, it's about achieving liberation. And later on, people began to realize that the universe is not a single level. There might be multiple heavens and worlds similar to ours. As time passed, there emerged the concept of parallel universes. Today, we are here, broadcasting our lesson. Meanwhile, in another universe, there are people like us,
broadcasting a lesson to people or beings
that look like the followers we often talk to. In that parallel universe, people that look like us are talking and listening. Everything is seamlessly similar, the topics, the clothes, etc. Everything is identical, just like a flawless replication in that universe.
There are many of them.
This concept of multi-universe, or metaverse, was referred to as a secret or mystery back then. It's something that's hard to explain. It's a theory of interweaving universes. This concept is termed as secret. About the secret Bodhisattva in Sensoji Temple. The practice originated precisely in the Tang Dynasty era. After Northern Wei came the Sui and Tang dynasties. During this transitional period, the esoteric school of Buddhism was particularly popular in China. Nowadays, many scholars refer to it simply as Tang esotericism. It started in Tang dynasty and spread throughout the entire central plains of the Tang dynasty. Meanwhile, many Japanese and Korean scholars came to China to study. They then brought this practice back with them. China stopped this practice, but Japan preserved it, simply following this feeling. So today, in China, you say, I went to a temple to pay respects to Buddha. There is indeed a Buddha statue. And in Japan, one might say the tiny Buddha statue is only shown to those especially fortunate. It has quite a temper too. Say, for 3 years and 8 months, I just won't let you see. Even if you're anxious, it won't help. That's just how it is. So, what does this symbolize? Being just 5 centimeters, as big as a duck egg, why wouldn't they let you see this Bodhisattva statue? At one of Sensoji Temple's gates, there's a pair of large straw sandals, like tall columns of 3 to 5 meters high. They claim that the protector deities here walk around wearing these.
That's for a giant.
A super giant. What does this tell us? Just how large the Bodhisattva is?
Immeasurably large.
When you're fishing, and you catch a small Bodhisattva statue the size of an egg, is it really that small?
No, its true form is very large.
Within the small, behold the great. To put simply in today's terms, it's called quantum mechanics. As long as you respectfully see it as tall and protective, it can align with your imagination and become immeasurably large.
Indeed, it exists that way.
Now, the straw sandal everyone sees is 5 meters tall. It's for the protector deity who came to protect this temple. Such a grand stature. How large is this Bodhisattva then? It is actually immeasurably large. It's difficult to explain this. Generally, when people see such a small, egg-sized Bodhisattva statue, as human bodies are much larger, it's easy to underestimate the Bodhisattva.
Yes, it might lead to disrespect.
You'd think, can something so small protect me? It's actually just an image of a deity for you to carry easily. In Tibet, they wear it around their neck. Or even in a box, in a clean box that's easily accessible. Inside, there's a small Buddha statue, a tiny one. Is it really small? Actually, not small, it's enormous. So, the Bodhisattva helps by doing this. By being out of your sight, you don't raise questions. Think for yourself, how big is the Bodhisattva? Much bigger. Thanks to the Bodhisattva's blessing. Some came back from the brink of death. Some were unable to have children, but then blessed with a child. People wonder how great this Bodhisattva is. It's like the vast sky.
Indeed, the Bodhisattva's power is limitless.
Truly omnipresent. But when we worship the Bodhisattva, if we see it so small, it can easily breed disrespect, doesn't it? Arrogance.
Indeed.
Like a child with an adult. Who's protecting whom, right? It's at times like this that conflicted, erroneous thoughts arise. So, this Bodhisattva warns the temple's caretakers that I can only appear once every few years. Don't reveal me easily. Yet, many people benefited, since there are more global devotees came to worship this Bodhisattva. They made a replica. It's about tens of centimeters high, or even a meter tall. But how high is that main hall? Around 10 meters high. The replica of the Bodhisattva statue is also very small. I think it is no more than 1 meter high. However, the original statue seen by the earliest witnesses is as small as a duck egg. There is this approximate description.
This year is particularly special. You see, March 18, 2025 happens to be the 19th day of the second lunar month, the birthday of the Guanyin Bodhisattva. At Sensoji Temple, March 18 coincides with their founding day. So, the two dates overlap. Each year on March 18, Sensoji Temple celebrates its anniversary. This event is called the Bodhisattva Manifestation Ceremony. Manifestation means coming to the world and allowing people to see and admire it. It offers protection and aid to everyone. Thus, on March 18 each year, there is a grand celebration for it. The palanquin in the picture likely carries a statue of the holy Bodhisattva. We can only see the palanquin and not the true form. It's a hidden Guanyin Bodhisattva statue. Yet, everyone remains very respectful. There is the ceremony of the deity's ascent and descent, with chanting, sutra recitation, and the 5 metal dragons. Yes, and on that day, all the devotees will also receive a red talisman. It's similar to the red auspicious ribbon gifted by Grandmaster, or the 5-colored string given at Bodhi meditation, offering protection. Then fortuitously, March is the time when cherry blossoms bloom in Tokyo. So, this day is truly beautiful and auspicious.
Lively.
Very lively. Shanka, have you been to Sensoji?
Yes, I have.
What left the strongest impression?
The large lantern right at the entrance.
A large lantern.
Everyone who visits there would take a photo with that lantern. It's quite tall, about 4 meters high. When hung, it feels around 8 meters high. Particularly grand.
Kinryusan indicates it's a mountain gate. Like the outer gate of the temple, right? Mountain gate, Thunder Gate.
This gate is called Thunder Gate.
Why is it called Thunder Gate?
Its full name is actually Wind and Thunder God Gate. Here's why. On each side, there's a guardian deity respectively. The Wind God and the Thunder God.
What are their roles?
Protect the country and the temple.
For good weather, abundant harvests and world peace. So wonderful.
Thunder brings rain.
Grandmaster has mentioned. Indeed, wind, rain, and good weather. Thunder, as Grandmaster said, after thunder, can crops grow better? Yes, that's wonderful.
And this giant lantern? There's a touching story behind.
Well, let's hear about it.
Just as Grandmaster hinted to us. Although the Guanyin statue at Sensoji is small, it is very efficacious. There are many miraculous stories. One of the many who worshipped Guanyin and got greatly benefited is Konosuke Matsushita.
Konosuke Matsushita is the founder of Panasonic Corporation. Yes, this elderly gentleman.
The story took place around 1955. At that time, Panasonic was doing well in its operations and performance. However, the founder was quite overworked. He was so dedicated to his business that he began to experience inexplicable health issues.
At that time, he was already over 60.
He started having insomnia and inexplicable nerve pain. Eventually, he had trouble walking, like his legs no longer function.
Running a business is hard and stressful.
Such conditions are often stress-related.
At that time, Panasonic was in the process of expanding globally and was approaching its peak, as it was post-war reconstruction.
It was also the busiest period.
The golden era of development.
But he was so overwhelmed that he couldn't walk.
Yes, having insomnia too.
This is the most extreme case of mental stress I've heard of.
Really?
Some people get gray hair overnight from worry. His hair was a bit graying, but mostly black. But overnight, due to fatigue and pressure, it turned all white.
He hurried to see doctor.
Both Chinese and Western doctors.
But it's ineffective.
Yes, ineffective. Until later, a friend introduced him to attend a blessing ceremony at Sensoji Temple
and pray to Guanyin for help.
So he went there, and miraculously, he got better.
He got no way out, completely helpless.
After praying just once, it was like a miracle. He recovered. His illnesses were gone.
He was healed.
Yes, he was completely healed.
Truly miraculous.
He recovered.
Indeed, he recovered. He became a devout follower of Sensoji Temple.
A devoted protector.
At that time, the gate of Sensoji Temple, the Thunder Gate we just saw, had experienced many fires. Japan's past, during times of war and conflicts. About 100 years before he came, the gate was once destroyed by fire. At that time, since Matsushita benefited so much, he thought about giving back. He donated money to rebuild the Thunder Gate.
Oh, how wonderful.
At that time, he also donated this large lantern.
It's a lantern, right? So there's light inside.
Yes.
It's illuminated 24 hours a day.
He donated this large lantern. Hence, it has Panasonic written underneath, which you can see now.
I'd like to comment. Mr. Matsushita is quite insightful.
Definitely.
At the oldest and most renowned temple in Tokyo, the efficacious Sensoji Temple, it's like he did a grand light offering.
Indeed.
Right?
You interpret it correctly. It's actually the official gate light. What does it mean?
Lighting the path for others.
You saved my life, and I became the greatest protector. This lantern here is also, in fact, the light offering for the Bodhisattva, to illuminate all who come, dispelling all misfortune and negative energy.
Like the illumination of Buddha's light.
This meaning.
It's great. This gentleman had great wisdom.
Now, this lantern has become quite iconic for Sensoji Temple.
Almost everyone who visits Sensoji would first take a photo under that lantern.
This has attracted many to the temple. After taking photos, they also benefit from praying.
From 1960 until now, the old gentleman lived a long life, passing away at 95 in 1989. He left us
a very long life indeed.
The company he founded, Panasonic, remains globally renowned. The business continues to flourish and contribute to the temple. He consistently offers the Thunder Gate for a simple purpose: bountiful harvests and world peace. You see, the gentleman himself lives a long and healthy life, and his business continues to develop and prosper.
Truly
remarkable.
Even now, the Panasonic company would donate some funds again every decade to refurbish the Great Lantern.
Such dedication,
keeping it in top condition,
continue accumulating merit.
His heartfelt act of offering does more than just making an offering in gratitude. Think about it. No matter how smart you are, if you're out of luck, nothing else really matters. Right, isn't it? Saving his life also made Panasonic renowned worldwide.
Yes, that's right.
He benefited many times from this. So many times. Out of gratitude, he was inspired to act, bringing immense help to himself and his business in return.
Indeed.
That's why many Japanese entrepreneurs are inseparable from the blessings and practices of Buddhism.
Yes.
In recent decades, everyone knows about Mr. Kazuo Inamori from Japan, right? He managed 3 great enterprises, all in the Fortune Global 500. He created countless miracles, especially in business management. In his later years, he was exhausted and diagnosed with stomach cancer in his 60s. In the end, he said, "I've achieved almost everything. I've made the money I needed and seen everything." He then decided to become a monk. After practicing for less than 2 years, the Prime Minister and the Emperor of Japan ordered him back, saying, "You need to come back," as the Japan Airlines was about to collapse. It represented a national enterprise of Japan. The company was about to collapse.
They asked him for help.
"Could you lend a hand? We truly can't manage it." He had originally become a monk, but there was no other way. So, in order for the people to have food on their tables, he stepped up again and saved Japan Airlines. He turned the airline around in 3 years, from massive losses to profitability. That's unimaginable.
Truly.
So wise.
Yes, his wisdom. Aside his natural intelligence, you see, he became a monk. For 1 or 2 years, did he gain insights from Buddhism?
Many insights.
The books he later wrote were akin to explaining scriptures. The essence of those writings emerged. It transcended the idea of just making money. He cared about the company's success to ensure people's livelihoods. That's what he cares about. Unlike normal bosses, who only want to make money, he was different. He wanted to feed others.
He didn't want money. When he managed the airline, he symbolically took just $1 a year. His shares were all distributed too.
He's seen everything, including lots of money. You can't take any of this with you when you die. Truly liberated, isn't it? He was offered dividends too, but he refused and distributed everything to the workers, which was very touching.
So, today we heard about the history of the Guanyin statue at Sensoji Temple in Tokyo, and how Guanyin Bodhisattva protected 30,000 people during the Great Kanto Earthquake. Sincerity brings miracles. We truly felt the blessing of Guanyin. We were deeply moved by it.
Yes, very touched indeed.
Yes, truly touching.
We learned a lot from this. When we pray to Guanyin Bodhisattva, we must be sincerely devoted.
Now, the Sensoji Temple in Japan is thriving and very prosperous. Many international friends visit there, with crowds bustling every day. Visitors from all over the world are amazed by its beauty in the past. So beautiful. Such rich history. Truly sacred.
That's right. Wonderful. Alright, Grandmaster. Next, we have a story of our own practitioner, about sincerely praying to Guanyin, and greatly benefiting from it. It is the story of Yu Hua from Kapong, Malaysia. Guanyin grants children and fulfills prayers. Hello Grandmaster, I got married at 25. Eagerly looking forward to a happy family. Yet, in 10 years of marriage, I suffered 2 miscarriages. 2 shattered hopes made me fear I wouldn't have a child. At 35, I was considered an older expectant mother. My mother-in-law was eager for a grandson, and my husband wanted a son. I myself wanted a child too. So, I decided to try to conceive again. Half a year passed, and still, there was no sign. Disheartened, I feel like I might never be a mother in this life, so I gave up. My mother-in-law said a Guanyin temple is nearby, known for its miracles, and suggested me to go there and pray. That day, I visited the Guanyin temple, where incense filled the air. I looked at the Bodhisattva, who had a kind and gentle face. It seemed as if she knew all my worries. I immediately knelt down and poured out all the grievances of the years to her. Tears blurred my eyes. Then, I made a light offering, wiped my tears, and went home. I also put this matter behind me. However, a month later, I found myself pregnant. This pregnancy was different from the previous two. No severe morning sickness. I experienced a newfound calm and stability. 10 months later, with a crisp cry, a handsome baby boy was born. My sister confidently told me, "This child was sent to you by Guanyin." She suggested I start worshipping Guanyin at home. Without a doubt, I brought home a Guanyin statue. Every day, I thank Bodhisattva. After starting kindergarten, my son often got sick. He's often pale-faced. I was worried. I didn't know what to do. A teacher versed in Buddhism advised me, try having him recite the Heart Sutra and chanting to Guanyin. Amazingly, my 3-year-old son memorized it after a few listens. Every morning, he would recite in front of the statue, then only eat breakfast and go to school. Gradually, his health improved. His face became rosy and vibrant. In elementary school, his intelligence was astonishing. He consistently came first in exams. He also frequently won speech competitions. He was a model student of his school. Grateful to Bodhisattva. All this was a blessing from the Bodhisattva. However, fate always seems to test us. Once he entered middle school, we moved away from the Guanyin Temple. He stopped reciting and became rebellious. He grew irritable, and his grades plummeted. He even ignored his parents' advice. I felt the pain in my heart, yet was powerless to act. When I was completely at a loss, in 2017, my sister brought me to the Bodhi Meditation Center in Kapong. I stood before the Guanyin statue. Tears streaming down my face, I prayed, "Dear Bodhisattva, please guide my child." I made a light offering for my son, and I gave him a red Guanyin pendant. To my surprise, he liked it very much. From then on, he wore the pendant every day. He'd also accompany me to the center. One day, he heard Grandmaster JinBodhi chanting to Guanyin. He couldn't help but join in. That day onward, he started reciting daily the Heart Sutra and chanting to Guanyin. I am truly delighted in my heart. I know he has reconnected with Guanyin Bodhisattva and regained the protection of Guanyin. Sure enough, he was admitted to a top Malaysian university for law. During the holidays, he signed up for the Bodhi Meditation Youth Camp. He learned the joy of helping others, and became the youth camp leader. He led more young people to volunteer at the meditation center. His studies were not affected, instead, they soared. Over the past 5 years, he smoothly passed all exams and obtained his lawyer's license. Now, he is employed at a prestigious law firm. I also volunteer at the meditation center. During some events, I'd cosplay as Guanyin, giving everyone blessings. The sisters were all saying, "You're slowly having the qualities of a bodhisattva." Looking back at everything, I realize, Guanyin Bodhisattva not only gave me a child, she also watched over his growth. I am grateful to Guanyin Bodhisattva for blessing me with a son and guiding his success. Thanks to Grandmaster for teaching us to repay kindness to the community. I will follow Grandmaster's footsteps. Just like Guanyin, who responds to those in need. I'll also help more people. Thank you, Grandmaster.
Happy to hear this, truly happy for them.
Indeed, we all know this young man. He is truly outstanding. Yet we did not know he was sent by Guanyin.
His mother must have struggled. For 10 years, she couldn't conceive.
That's a whole decade.
10 years without success.
She tried, but she couldn't have a child smoothly.
After praying to Guanyin, she got pregnant in a month. And she gave birth to such a wonderful, smart, and lovely child.
She immediately received help.
Sincerity brings miracles.
Unbelievable.
The child's growth was also very interesting. There's a rebellious phase. He stopped going to the Guanyin Temple because they moved. Stopped reciting the Heart Sutra and chanting to Guanyin. As a result, he became rebellious, and his grades dropped. Coming to Bodhi meditation, the affinities were reconnected. The child was protected again, and soon became outstanding.
Wonderful.
Actually, in each of our lives, we all need the guidance and protection of Guanyin.
Most Chinese families have, at some point, received Guanyin's protection.
It's truly like that. Especially parents, who often claim children are difficult to raise, or not knowing how to teach them. In today's society, there are numerous and chaotic influences from all directions. Children don't walk the right path. At times like this, we turn to Guanyin.
Nowadays, it's difficult to give birth, but even harder to discipline them.
Also challenging.
He is a living person. When he steps out of the house, he meets different children, reads various books, and faces unknown temptations. Therefore, the child's growth is truly complex and challenging. Raising a child to be exceptional and on the right path is tough.
It's not easy.
Indeed.
The past 2 days' stories were the same. When it's beyond human abilities, when we can't do it ourselves, or when we don't know how, we seek help from the divine beings. Pray sincerely.
When you can't manage on your own, you need guidance, right?
Thus, protecting and guiding children. Seeking the help of bodhisattvas is the best.
All right, let's give you a wild gift.
Yes, much gratitude to Grandmaster.
And to this mother. Look at this precious gift, a turquoise pendant.
It's beautiful.
It's very suitable to wear this year. Pure turquoise and has sky blue color. It will protect you and bring you well-being and safety.
Much gratitude, Grandmaster.
This is a set of clothes for the sun. Breathable meditation shirts.
Dragon protection.
Dries within 2 hours after washing. Comfortable to wear.
Light and soft.
With warmer weather, wearing this feels refreshing. You'll also receive the protection of the Dragon King. These pants are the most comfortable we've made. Comfortable pants.
This style is very trendy too. It's, how should I say?
Very cool.
Yes, we both struggle to describe it.
Very comfortable.
And very fashionable.
Looks good no matter how you wear it. All right, wishing you and Wa's whole family happiness and prosperity.
Received.
Happy and joyful.
Received.
Healthy and long life.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
Our many online viewers are leaving comments. Some of them also want to share their stories with Grandmaster. Stories of Guanyin fulfills prayers.
Let's listen.
There's this Jacqueline Hui. One day when her mother was chanting at night, Guanyin sent her a message, telling her mother to go find her. At that time, she was going to a university basketball practice, but didn't inform her mother earlier. When her mother had this feeling, her mother immediately went out. She took an hour-long subway ride to a station near my basketball practice area. That day during practice, she injured her finger quite seriously. At the moment her mother arrived at the station, she was heading to the hospital, grateful to the compassionate Guanyin Bodhisattva for protection. Next, there is a comment from Chang He-jin saying, "Thank you, Grandmaster. Last July, having made light offering and prayed, my younger brother found a job by September. We are grateful to Grandmaster. Listening to all this is truly joyful."
Very good. Any more?
One more. This is from Zan Sin Jin. He greets, Grandmaster, today is the auspicious birthday of Guanyin. I'd like to share a story of how Guanyin saved my daughter's life. After I got the 11-faced Guanyin Thanka. A month later around 9 p.m., my daughter was cycling home. At a road corner, she encountered a truck loaded with steel bars. These bars extended several meters beyond the vehicle. While turning, my daughter was knocked to the ground by the bars. Her head was injured and bleeding, and she was rushed to a nearby hospital. The injury was only superficial. She got a few stitches and went home. She was back to work in days. Our family is incredibly grateful. Many of these stories are about the protection by bodhisattvas. It's during times of crisis that we receive inspiration, or turn major issues into minor ones. Our online viewers are still sharing actively.
Well, all we need to do is be sincere. Then, we'll receive the compassionate protection of Guanyin Bodhisattva. So, let's take advantage of this auspicious and special moment. With our utmost sincerity, let's chant to Guanyin Bodhisattva.
Nam mô
南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，
南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨， 南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨， 世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无 世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无 南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观。
Everyone, rub your palms together. Then, gently glide over your face. Next, pat your head softly. After that, pat your chest. Now, take a deep breath. Great, everyone chanted very sincerely. Well done. Guanyin Bodhisattva is very pleased. So, what's next? Is it time for the lucky draw section? First, we'll reward some excellent stories shared by our online viewers. Yes, many of our online viewers left comments of their testimonies.
We felt very happy and moved upon reading them. We would like to propose a few great testimonies to Grandmaster. See if we can offer them gifts.
All right.
Peggy Tan, XYX, Jacqueline Hui, Cecilia Law, Shersha Rui, Wagan, Tibu, Shan Zhao.
These few people.
8 of them.
Now, it's 8.
8 already.
Yes, there are many more, but we selected only 8.
Selected 8.
Yes.
But here's the situation. Today's prizes are limited. There are 12 pieces of this Bodhisattva's pendant. And the treasure vase, we have prepared 10 of these treasure vases. So, in total, we have 22 items. And you already have 8 here. I suggest giving them to the first 6 people. As for the last 2,
they can still join our lucky draw.
Yes, the last two won't receive these treasures. Instead, I'll prepare a surprise for them.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
So, now let the winners know what they've won. Let's announce the first name.
All right. Peggy Tan.
Peggy Tan here receives this sacred Guanyin pendant, giving you protection. Okay.
The second one. XYX. So mysterious.
All right, this little treasure vase. Wishing you prosperity.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
The third one, Jacqueline Hui.
This little treasure vase was made in the UK 60 to 70 years ago. I can hardly bear to part with it myself. Congratulations, wishing you prosperity.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
The fourth one, Cecilia Law.
Cecilia Law. This sacred Guanyin pendant will protect your whole family with auspicious blessings.
Received.
The fifth recipient, Shirsha Rui.
Shirsha Rui. All right, this venerable pendant will protect you. Wishing your family safe and harmony.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
The sixth one, Wagan.
Wagan. This golden treasure vase, congratulations on your prosperity.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Grandmaster. To all the fortunate winners, please send your information to our email. meditationcircle0803@gmail.com. Include your name, address, phone number, and the name you used for today's lucky draw. This helps us match records so that our staff can send your gift to you.
Winners, please take a screenshot.
Take a screenshot or a photo with your phone. Then send us an email.
All right. Grandmaster, there are more than 200 online viewers who sent super chats in this live stream. Made donations. Shall we hold a prize draw for them?
Sure, let's select 3 lucky winners here. Okay, how do we do this?
We've put their names from the list into a spin the wheel software. Over 200 names are now in this wheel. We'll soon see who the lucky ones are.
Nobody knows where it will stop. I don't know. Nobody knows.
It's all random.
All right, let's start.
It's spinning now.
Here we go.
It'll stop on its own. Let's see who it lands on. Little elf, congratulations. Congratulations.
And for this online viewer, what do they get? This little treasure pot, the apple treasure pot.
Yes, so harmonious.
Wishing you prosperity.
All right, let's pick another.
Start now.
Who is the lucky one?
Let's reveal.
Kok Seng Lee, congratulations.
Kok Seng Lee, congratulations. Wishing you prosperity.
This exquisite little vase.
Almost 100 years of history, and it's in my collection for a long time. Wishing you prosperity.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
There's one more to go, right?
Okay, spin the wheel.
Let's begin.
All right, the lucky online viewer is
It pops up.
Song Zwan, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Here's another exquisite little bottle.
An antique bottle. Bought from Europe. Congratulations. May you prosper.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
Next, who will take home the remaining prizes?
Let's use our usual method. Our usual method is, while reading the comments, I'll take a screenshot when Jueshan says stop.
Alright, here we go. Start.
You all can't see me. Can you see me? Let's start scrolling. I have to roll up my sleeves. This is making me so nervous.
Our online viewers are tenser.
So many messages coming in so quickly. It's difficult to screenshot too. The first name on the screenshot that I read out will win.
Alright.
This person name is Joyce Lang.
Congratulations, Joyce Lang. I can't draw on this.
The screenshot shows Joyce Lang.
We have a few winners. We have 3, 6, and 9 winners.
So, Joyce Lang, what did they win?
There are still 12 spots.
May this Bodhisattva pendant bless you with peace and happiness.
Congratulations, Joyce. A very auspicious gift.
Let's move on to the second screenshot.
Here we go again.
Let's start.
Ready.
1, 2, 3, stop.
Okay, stop.
This is Joanna Han.
Congratulations, Joanna Han.
This Bodhisattva pendant is yours, Joanna Han. Wonderful, a guardian by your side. Wishing you good fortune.
Received.
Next, there's still a chance.
Grandmaster scrolls.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, stop.
The first is Jin Yuan.
Congratulations, Jin Yuan.
Jin Yuan's treasure. Jin Yuan's treasure is here. This precious Bodhisattva pendant, I think the size is like the one at Sensoji, their very first Bodhisattva statue, just that big. Alright, blessings to you, Jin Yuan. May you be blessed.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
Let's continue. Start scrolling. 1, 2, 3, stop.
Ru Hui, congratulations.
Ru Hui, congratulations.
Ru Hui's treasure is also a pendant. Yes, this sacred pendant will bless you, Ru Hui. Wishing you happiness and success.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
Let's continue. Let's get moving. 1, 2, 3, stop. Let's see who's first.
Mu Biao.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mu Biao.
Mu Biao, congratulations to you.
Pendant.
Mu Biao gets a pendant.
Protection as you go.
This Bodhisattva pendant blesses and brings you safety and good fortune.
Received.
Good luck and prosperity.
Received.
Live a long life.
Great. Let's continue. Alright. Now, let's keep scrolling. 1, 2, 3, stop.
The first name is Mandy Lei.
Congratulations.
Mandy Lei, Mandy Lei.
A treasure vase.
This vase is very special. Hand it to me, please.
It's a beautiful, small general's vase.
Indeed, it looks like a large duck-egg general's vase. It is small in appearance, but have great power.
Its design is also very auspicious.
It dates back to around 1970. During that time, such craftsmanship was done in China. All were handmade and hand-painted. There was no mechanization back then. This little general's vase. Blessings to Mandy Lay. Wishing you peace, good fortune, and prosperity.
All right, congratulations.
So nice.
Congratulations.
Okay, moving on, let's keep going.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Click.
Now, let's see who it is.
This name is longer.
The first one is William Lee.
William Lee.
Congratulations.
All right, William Lee. He commented, "Sincerity brings miracles."
Brother William, here's a Bodhisattva pendant for you.
May the compassionate Bodhisattva protect you. May your wishes come true.
Thank you, Grandmaster. Received.
There are 5 more. 6.
There's more.
There's still a chance. Wonderful. Grandmaster, let's continue. Online viewers are excited. They're getting ready now. Okay, let's restart in 3. Stop, stop, stop.
Okay, it stopped.
Let's see who it is.
The name is half visible. The name is Rishua.
Congratulations, you almost missed it.
We can still tell the name, Rishua.
You're lucky, Grandmaster caught you.
Congratulations, congratulations.
May this Bodhisattva pendant bless you with safety, fortune, and smooth endeavors.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
Let's continue.
All right, continue.
Let's get started. 1, 2, 3, stop. Click.
The name is Yuer.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Beautiful.
Come help me take this small one. Wow, this is exceptionally exquisite. This is very special. Seeing this one up close. Looking at the tiny, intricate patterns, it's especially delicate. Very exquisite. This feeling is like the June kiln from the Northern Song Dynasty, or even akin to items from the imperial kilns. This is a precious little vase in my collection. Well, Yuer, this is now yours.
Congratulations.
Wishing you prosperity and good fortune.
Received.
Next one. Come, let's scroll and see who gets lucky. 1, 2, 3, stop.
Stop.
Okay.
Qingxiang.
He says, I love Grandmaster.
Qingxiang. This name sounds Singaporean.
Yes, Singaporean.
Qingxiang. Qingxiang.
Bodhisattva pendant.
Bodhisattva pendant. May Qingxiang be blessed and protected.
Received.
Longevity.
Received.
Wonderful, so lucky.
3 remaining.
Only 3 left.
3 treasures.
Come on, everyone continue commenting. Only then you have the chance to be selected.
All right.
Let's scroll.
Next screenshot.
Xiangku, your turn.
Say stop.
Okay, ready. 1, 2, 3, stop. Let's see who the first lucky winner is.
Qiaoshan.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Qiaosheng.
Qiaoshan. You get this, an item like this. In the past, the Chinese called it famille rose. Actually, this bottle is crafted by a Japanese master. Very exquisite. Look at how beautiful the colors are. Such small blue flowers. Well, this colorful treasure vase is indeed vivid. It was made around 60 or 70 years ago. It's like this.
Wonderful.
Congrats. There's no stopping. Good fortune and great wealth is coming.
Received.
Congratulations to you. Great, just 2 more left. Let's keep it up, everyone. Second to last.
Grateful to Grandmaster. Let's scroll.
Many are actively commenting. All right, 1, 2, 3, click.
Who's it?
Oh, Korean.
Come on, let's call out. What's his name?
Bang Yul.
What's his name?
Bang Yul.
Bang Yul, right?
Alright, Bang Yul.
Congratulations, Korean friend.
Congratulations, Bang Yul. Wishing you health, longevity, and blessings.
Receive the most auspicious gift.
One more left, Shanka.
The last one.
The final lucky big treasure pot.
The luckiest one is right here. Alright, let's scroll.
Come on.
Okay, let's scroll a few times. Come on, everyone, let's go.
You're making my heart race.
Dear.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, stop. Congratulations, Yi Fun Si.
Yifan Si. Can you read it?
Yi Fun Si.
Alright, this wealth accumulating big treasure pot belongs to Yifan Si. Wishing you great wealth and long-lasting health.
Received, thank you, Grandmaster.
Today, we've given away so many treasures.
No, I'm addicted to giving. I'll give one more. This ring I'm wearing.
Is that okay, Grandmaster?
Why not? This is my own thing.
Can I stop it?
No. No way.
No way to stop it. Seonku.
No way to stop it.
Still a lucky and auspicious day.
Come on, friends.
Alright, Grandmaster, here we go.
This big ring of mine, let's see who can get it.
3, 2, 1, snap.
Let's see who it is. Wang Xiaomian.
Congratulations, Wang Xiaomian, for getting this big ring.
This is the ring I'm wearing.
You are so lucky.
This is for Wang Xiaomian. You can wear it on any finger you like. Wishing you good fortune.
Received.
Wishing you good health.
Received.
May your wishes come true.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
This is a ring of good fortune.
Wang Xiaomian is a very loyal online viewer.
Wonderful.
This ring is truly beautiful.
It has also been worn by Grandmaster, filled with blessings and protection.
Anyway, it's a beautiful blessing. Congratulations, Wang Xiaomian.
On the auspicious day of Guanyin's birthday, receiving such an auspicious prize is wonderful. Congratulations to all the winners.
I'm very glad that people got the gifts.
Really?
Well, since we're happy, let's do another one. Let's give this one out. But this can be given to many people. It can be given to many people.
How about this small treasure pot here?
Sure, the big treasure pot on your desk. The big treasure pot. Come, bring it over.
Alright.
Come on, come on.
Dear viewers,
The treasure pot.
here's a statue of the child bestowing Guanyin. The only child bestowing Guanyin at Bodhi Meditation College. Wish for a child? Contact our customer service. Let's see who the lucky person is.
This child bestowing Guanyin has been with me for over 10 years.
This small general treasure pot.
It is from the 1970s, handmade by a Chinese master craftsman. Back then, they marketed it to the world. The local Westerners made way for it. Alright, this little general treasure pot. Come on, let's see who gets this.
Hang on, Grandmaster. This treasure pot is already taken.
Already taken.
Let's switch to another one.
How about the child bestowing Guanyin?
The child bestowing Guanyin is for those in need.
So, what to give?
That's all taken.
There should be more gifts next. There are some gifts here.
Alright, I still have 4 sets of gifts here. Keep going, keep going. This brings peach blossom luck.
A beautiful rose quartz.
Let's get ready.
Those hope for good relationships.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Who is the lucky one? Hui Huang, congratulations.
This looks like rose quartz. May you have good relationships. Guanyin loves you.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
This is an extra prize.
Everyone is happy. Bodhisattva is happy. I am happy too. Look at this bracelet.
Alright, let's go again.
Ready, 3, 2, 1, stop.
How to read this?
It's called Yulan. A friend from Singapore.
Yulan from Singapore. This rose quartz peach blossom bracelet, along with pearls, looks really beautiful. Wishing you all the best.
Received.
Yulan from Singapore.
It suits this name well. There's a few more bracelet.
These precious beads. What is this called?
Queen conch shell bracelet.
Queen conch shell bracelet.
It's also pink.
Yes, it's naturally very beautiful and pink. It looks as bright as a pink pearl.
Indeed, with pearl-like sheen.
This is also for good relationships and luck.
We borrow the radiance of the Bodhisattva to bring blessings and auspiciousness to people.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, stop. Click. This is Mei Song To.
Mei Song To. Alright, this queen conch shell. May you receive the protection of Bodhisattva, bringing you luck and fortune.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
There's another one, exactly the same. With the Bodhisattva's compassionate light. The gift you received today is important.
Indeed, this day is extremely auspicious.
Sending good fortune.
Yes.
Come on. 3, 2, 1, stop.
Even Koreans are on the main platform.
Cindy Jiang.
This is for you. May Guanyin Bodhisattva protect and love you. Wishing you peace and success in everything.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
Lucky Cindy.
Another little treasure vase appeared next to Grandmaster.
A treasure vase came flying from the sky.
Now, let's give away this last little treasure vase.
Our staff are so efficient, it's impossible to hide.
No way. The moment I saw it, I hurried to grab it. This is amazing. Look at this treasure vase. Who will get this?
There's a chance. Everyone can leave a comment. Come on, scroll up. 3, 2, 1, stop.
Let's take a look.
Ting ting. He commented, I want it. And it's yours now. Wishing you prosperity.
Received.
And great wealth.
Received. Thank you, Grandmaster.
That's so auspicious.
So happy.
A reminder to all winners today. Please send your info to our email at meditationscircle0803@gmail.com. Then our staff will arrange the gift delivery.
Take your phone and snap a photo of the screen.
Screenshot.
Remember it. Alright.
Grateful to Grandmaster for giving out so many gifts today. We heard so many stories today. We've heard so many stories in these 4 days about Guanyin answering prayers. If we form a good connection with Guanyin, often praying and chanting, and do more good deeds, then when in need, Guanyin will come protect us.
As for myself, I have gotten so many help from Guanyin growing up and cultivating.
All along the way.
I share these stories, so you may tell yours. With the protection of Guanyin, I feel blessed and purified. It is like an old, muddied coat, a 200-year-old, dirty and filthy coat that got deeply cleansed, deeply cleansing my core from within, clearing me completely. In that meditative state, I found myself lying like a heavenly lake formed from divine nectar. I floated on its surface, feeling cleansed and pure. So cleansed, I felt I could run on water and stand on the water's surface. It was surreal. My body and mind felt utterly clean and at ease. A spotless heart and body, as if transparent. This purification is a gift from Bodhisattva. Today, on this auspicious and special day, I offer this to all our online viewers, the most beautiful blessing. I hope you can eternally receive the compassionate care of Guanyin Bodhisattva. Take time to chant to Guanyin Bodhisattva. You will receive the best protection. If you have the karmic connection, wearing just a sacred Guanyin Bodhisattva pendant brings you great protection from Guanyin Bodhisattva. All negative energies will stay away from you. All auspiciousness, blessings, and good relationships are waiting for you.
Yes, thank you, Grandmaster.
All right, our time is up for today. We are reluctant to end this live stream.
No worries, we'll have another live stream soon to meet everyone again.
Our heartfelt thanks to everyone who supports our online live streams. To everyone who sponsor and support our live streams. Thanks to the sponsors of Yu Shu Home. Yu Shu Home, another institutions of ours, that provides various assistance for our live streams. They are instrumental in providing support. To all our friends and sponsors, we wish you and your families happiness,
Received.
good health and longevity,
Received.
great fortune and prosperity.
Received.
Our chanting session and live stream over the past 4 days have reached a fulfilling end.
When's our next live stream? It's Vancouver time zone, March 22nd, 2025, at 6 p.m., and in Taipei, Asia time zone, on March 23rd, at 9 a.m. Grandmaster, we'll see you then.
Yes, looking forward to meet everyone again. Thank you all.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
小小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生变得神奇。我智慧了，我宽容了，我慈悲了，我自在了。因为有了你，生命变得更坚定，不忧忧虑。因为有了你，日子不再忧